Listen, I had a birth plan, a glow up plan, a bounce back plan, and then I gave birth. This is the pregnancy story no one warned you about, okay? I'm really sorry about this. It's the postpartum truths that you really need to hear. But more than anything, it's my version of the events. I hope you'll love it. I hope you'll say, Welcome to Mom Interrupted. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know why I want to hold this. Let me just shoot. Excuse me. Clip it and get into some things. Welcome to the very first episode of Mom Interrupted. I've been sitting on this idea for a while because I'm not sure everyone wants to know this. But then again, I feel like this is my first baby and I really want to document it. So the series is here and we're going to get into some tea as usual. I've noted everything down. My trusty notebook. So don't be surprised if you see me looking down from time to time. Today's episode is called The Bump That Made Me Do It. The series is not going to be long. I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible, especially because I feel like it's coming out at a time when pregnancy, people are falling pregnant and don't necessarily want to know what awaits them on the other side. But I am so thrilled to give you my story in my own way. Okay, so first things first. The thing that surprised me most about pregnancy was really how much I was going to enjoy it. I really wanted to do this, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit nervous, but I enjoyed feeling life grow inside of me. When I get, those Google reminders about what was happening to you at a certain time, all the videos and photos that recap the previous year just show me in such a good place. The videos that I was taking for my baby just show me to be in such a good place. So I was really surprised at how positive I was during my pregnancy, especially because like the previous year had been really hard on me mentally. But for some reason, not for some reason, by the grace of God, I carried and I carried so well. So I was really excited about that. Um when it comes to how I was visualizing everything, I am such a millennial girl. I was on Pinterest, guys. I was pinning tips, tricks. I was really I was obsessed with like maternity fashion. I am no Rihanna. I had no desire to be like Rihanna and have my bump out there, but I found my own way to just celebrate myself and kind of have fun with my clothes. So the previous year before I had the baby, I actually decided that I wanted to change the way I dress at work. I used to wear very form-fitting tops and dresses and things like that. And the year before I actually fell pregnant, I remember joking to my husband that I want to change my sense of style so that while my body changes during pregnancy, it's not that obvious. So I leaned into like the Korean way of dressing in terms of like oversized shirts and really interesting structured pants, and wearing loafers more and sneakers more with my workwear. So that really helped me transition into when my bump was growing. I was able to hide it for as long as I wanted. In terms of my body changing, y'all, my body changed, and I feel like it changed really, really rapidly, especially around the end of month 4. I didn't really. It's so weird. I feel like for me, that was the time that I connected the most with my body. During postpartum, it was the total opposite. But during pregnancy, I was just so in touch with myself. I loved the way my belly looked. I loved the way my boobs looked and my ass. It was like someone was injecting me with all sorts of things. My ass was looking good. So I really felt beautiful and sexy and desirable, which is so weird because those are not feelings that I automatically connect with pregnancy, but that was my experience. Now, when it comes to my relationship with food, sex, and sleep, we're grown ups here. I hope I can get into the second part with clarity. Food was interesting. So, as you guys know, I had been vegan since 2020. And then all of a sudden, vegetables were not enough. And I became very specific about the vegetables I wanted to eat. But I was constantly craving beef, guys. Like, I wanted beef stew all the time. There's a restaurant at BNP Center at like 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. I would just be so emotional because I'd want us to drive there because I'd want their beef stew with rice and beetroot and coleslaw. Like, that was my jam. My body wanted that kind of food so badly all the time. And then in terms of sex, I don't want to lie, guys. I was kind of nervous. I was nervous because I was scared for the baby. I was like, what do you want to do? What is this gonna do to the baby? But when I got clarity from my not clarity, when I got clearance from my OB that it would do nothing, I then got into it. I did what I had to do. But I don't want to lie, I was very self-conscious during that time because like you can't move the same. You're out of breath from like weirdest slightest things, so that tends to make you not yourself. But it was a really interesting experience, I'll give you that much. Now, in terms of sleep was tricky. I slept with 3 pillows by my head, by my tummy, and in between my legs. And that made like going to my mom's house a little difficult for me because I'd gotten used to sleeping on my bed. So whenever I'd have to go sleep somewhere else because I just wanted like a change of space, that was really hard. So I didn't enjoy that. But sleep during the first until 4th month wasn't too bad. It's when the bump started growing that I started going through the absolute most. Now, the weirdest advice or comment that people gave me. Shoot, I can't think of the weirdest advice I got, but people gave me a lot of comments. People would tell me what they thought the gender of the baby was. One of my colleagues just looked at me once and was like, "Yeah, you're definitely having a boy." And I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. I mean, I wanted a boy, but did he have to say it? No. But he said it, and that kind of got on my nerves at the time, but I quickly got over it. In terms of like embarrassing or funny pregnancy moments, yo, I was gassy. Oh God, I was so gassy. I was so gassy. And once during a meeting, but I feel like that was not that embarrassing. I mean, people eat weird food and get gassy. But something that was really embarrassing for me was that I had a performance review with one of my bosses very early in my pregnancy, and I got so emotional. I just started crying. So you realize how, because there's no context of what's going on, I got like one comment, and I tried to reason with my boss, and he wasn't having it, and I burst into tears. And then when I came back from maternity, he was like, "Man, I should have known that one time when we had a review and you burst into tears that you were pregnant." Of course, I was over the pregnancy now. I was like, "Why would you bring that up? Why would you bring that up?" Worse, he brought it up in front of other people. Why would you bring that up? But that was definitely embarrassing. But yeah. Anyway, guys, that is the end of the first episode, The Bump That Made Me Do It. I'm going to try to keep these short so you can watch it in one go and skip to the next. I really hope you enjoy it, and let me know what you want me to talk about in episode 2. Until next time, love, light, mwah. Cheers.